So then here we are with some more F1 2020 gameplay released by Codemasters. I've been sent over this gameplay plus 4 screenshots from a race at the Monaco Grand Prix on F1 2020. So before we get into the gameplay, let's take a look at the screenshots. So screenshot number 1, then we are taking a look at turn number 1 of Monaco, where we get a bit of a sneak peek as to what it could look like to race around here on F1 2020. So immediately we see the number 16, Charles Leclerc, leading into turn number 1. He's got Lewis Hamilton coming up of his inside. Then behind him he has Bottas, and then there is also Vettel. You can also see a Haas just behind there, and a few McLarens in the midfield. And then a little bit further back you got the Racing Points, a couple of Renaults, and then right at the back you see the Williams. So that sort of gives an indication as to what the AI difficulty might be like. Sorry, not the difficulty, the AI ordering as to which cars are quicker. This sort of draws it out for us, and we can see physically which cars are in order at the start of a race, especially someone like Monaco, where it's a different style of track. So yeah, a nice screenshot anyway. It is obviously looking at a few of the models, which are not final models, but we can see there a screenshot of the Mercedes, which I guess it says in the bottom right, not final car models, but that looks more like a Mercedes than the FOM multiplayer car. So that could be our first sneak peek of the Mercedes car then. So looking at the next screenshot then, it's another one, a bit more of Ferrari screenshot here of Charles Leclerc again. Just looking at a side shot, very nice livery of course, and again it does look to be like it is the FOM car, but the graphics are nice. This looks to be taken from like a photo mode, something like that, so photo mode back in this game of course, and looking really sweet. Screenshot number 3 then is side by side, Charles Leclerc going side by side with, is it Max Verstappen? Is that number 33? Can't really tell from here. But yeah, it is a Red Bull and a Ferrari going side by side through the tunnel, obviously at Monaco. Very nice effects, and doesn't really give us much more other than a good visual screenshot of the game. And then finally looking at this final screenshot of Charles Leclerc once again out at Monaco. Gives you a bit of an indication as to the level of detail that's going on in the background of the track. You see obviously the grandstands, the hotels, the hills up in the background just above the driver's head. You can see all that detail starts looking pretty sweet. So then looking at the gameplay here, it is going to be a look at the AlphaTauri car. It is, to me, looking like it is the placeholder car that we see, the multiplayer car that we're going to see in F1 2020. So a bit of an intro into the track. Obviously a very familiar track for everyone that's played F1, watched F1. Everybody knows about the Monaco Grand Prix. So we're going to get a little bit of an onboard shot then coming into turn number 1 and up the hill. A very similar looking track to last year. It looks like Codemasters have been looking to improve the realism of the tracks, making them a little bit wider at certain parts. But Monaco, obviously being the street track, it is a very tight track. I think maybe 1 or 2 corners have been made a little bit wider. But in general around the track, it is pretty much the same as we got in F1 2019. So I will actually look to do a comparison video as to some of the tracks. Maybe I'll do an F1 2019 versus F1 2020 gameplay comparison, so we can see an onboard lap from each game and see whether it is actually different. But once again, this is Monaco in the AlphaTauri, looking very nice. Obviously being the placeholder car as well. You can see that the from the steering wheel as well that the overtake mode is active. It looks to be active around the whole lap. Maybe it's a thing that is going to be active through time trial, because I'm guessing this is a time trial lap. But overall then, a few sponsor updates and maybe 1 or 2 corners made a little bit wider. But the big thing here is seeing the AlphaTauri in action. So the game releases in about 2 months' time, less than 2 months' time now. Start of July it's going to launch, so if you are going to be getting the game, do let me know down below. Do let me know if you are excited for the career mode we'll be bringing, plus other content. And if you are new around here, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP gaming content. So we'll see you guys in the next one.